swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Charles. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Finds his man. It's sacked. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is hungry.
Makes the grab on the left. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
They just keep firing. Pucks it out of the air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it will go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He wants to change this route. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. At the 40, there he goes. All out of space. Can right cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about?
Looking deep down the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. Pick off. What a play by this defense. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Kick is in the air. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the run deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off. What a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Snap it to the back. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The Irish, time to think about it. They'll open the quarter going for it on 4th down.
4-1-4 satellite. 4-1-4 satellite.
They're going to run it. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They go to the ground. He's inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Charles. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like
Wide open spaces. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is running away with this one. Give that O an A+ and belt out another verse of Country Roads. They're up 14 over Vanderbilt. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to it?
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Sprinting away. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Man, what a weapon in this offense to have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he walks it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And the offense continues to run the football. A second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Charles. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. impressive.
No doubt.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They'll just try to forget about that disastrous running play on first down, 2nd and long coming up. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They'll give it to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Calls his own number. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. On the option. Quick toss. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Rourke. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He's into his happy place, the end zone, and he's been very, very happy because he's been there regularly in the first half.
Yeah, most people are happy with several touchdowns in a season, but you just feed him and he keeps getting in the end zone, keeps piling up touchdowns. Those stats are just climbing up and up and up. Thank your offensive line. Take him out to dinner.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to the air on second and short. Got his man on the outside. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. And the Canes in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Canes in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on third. Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gideon. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. Nestled just inside that right upright. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
221 wing. 221 wing.
They're going to ride this running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The offense changing the play.
Hey, camper.
Running back searching for the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards.
Let's go.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Cox. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. They'll go with a direct snap.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
Shadow. Banner.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Cox. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Wants to fire on second down. Quick completion on the out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw in that out route.
Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
Well, it's 3rd and short, and the offense is trying to go outside with the toss play, but too much speed defensively, forcing 4th down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. No good. The field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Finding open areas. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Hard running there. Another broken tackle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The give to the tailback. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Got it behind the line. It's sacked. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running behind that left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kidd Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to New Mexico. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run the off-tackle play here. Breaks into the open. An explosive play to wrap up the fourth quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before he carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Give to the fullback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes it grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Irish.
Now, a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. With the catch, it's sacked. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field. break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Using the quick game. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. No huddle offense to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Turns and fires a risky pass back to the right. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go.
22 water.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down coming up.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear them.
Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Quick release on the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the quarterback.
Throws to the wideout. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pocket breaking down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
To the ground with the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Motion from the back. Jet sweep to the edge. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark it down.
You know, the worst thing that can happen to return men is muffing punts, fumbling it, putting on the ground, and he did it right there. He's very lucky he was able to jump on his own fumble.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Buying some time. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Charcoal! Charcoal! Charcoal!
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Hurricanes! How about that D making the play and lighting up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor?
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
first part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the two-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. He's looking to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.